Hi, I'm Matt Simmons with Curbside Laundries. We make the point of sale software and a pickup and delivery solution for laundromats. And lately, there's been a lot of talk about outsourcing the driving to ride sharing programs such as Uber and other ones as well. And I get it. There's a lot of temptation as a laundry owner to say, if I didn't have to deal with the driving aspect of it and dealing with the vehicle and hiring drivers, I could be doing pickup and delivery right now. So that's very tempting. But the big question is, would it even work? Is Uber feasible for pickup and delivery? So I have a lot of questions about how it would work. First off, with pickup and delivery, customers give you a lot of clothes, and those bags of clothes weigh a lot. They could weigh between 50 and 70 pounds. Now, is that Uber driver even able to lift those bags of clothes? Are they going to get out of their car, or does the customer have to bring it to the car? And is there room in the car to even put all the bags? A lot of customers will say they've got a few bags, but it turns out they've got a whole bunch of bags of laundry. Second, what happens if the clothes are soiled? A lot of times you'll pick up some sheets or different things and the laundry doesn't smell too good. Is the Uber driver really going to put those soiled sheets in the back seat? What if there are bed bugs? Do they even know what signs to look for to know if that order may have bed bugs? What if the customer has a lot of questions about how the service works? Is the Uber driver going to be prepared to answer the customer's questions? And many times when you're delivering an order, the customer goes ahead and gives you a new order because you're delivering their clean clothes and the customer hands you a bag of dirty clothes. And is the Uber driver going to accept it? Or are they just going to drive off to their next pickup or, pick up some people? So I've got a lot of questions about how Uber would even work. And frankly, I haven't talked to one person who is successfully doing pickup and delivery with an Uber driver. That being said, we're going to go ahead and talk to Steve. He's been one of our drivers at our laundromat for 7 years. He's got a ton of experience. He's seen it all. And let's go ahead and see what Steve has to say.
My name is Steve, and I've been a driver for Super Suds for about 7.5 years. I've been a driver since we started this whole concept of driving out, picking up people's laundry, washing it, and returning it. We've seen the business grow exponentially. We started out with maybe 6 customers a day. Now we may have 6 customers in our first hour. We average maybe each driver maybe about 800 pounds of laundry every day. We travel about approximately 100 miles every day. So the business has grown, it's popular. People like it for different reasons. College students to businesses, hair salons or beauty shops, everybody has a specific need for it. As for Uber trying to do something like this, I don't see how it would be feasibly possible because there's just a lot of intricate details to it. There's a lot of circumstances and situations that come up that if you're not experiencing this, you may not be able to handle what some of the customers are requesting. You may not be able to factor in all the outcomes that could happen because from my experience, different customers have different needs. There's certain things you always have to be aware of. There's going to be customers that, and we have systems in place that allow us to maintain how much laundry we bring in, how much laundry we bring out. So customers know if they claim that there's a missing item or a lost item, we can verify that, hey, you know what? It weighed in at a certain amount of pounds. It weighed out at a certain amount of pounds. So the odds, the chances of us losing an item are very rare to slim. But if you don't have that knowledge about how to weigh items, how to weigh laundry, how to do these things, that could cause a lot of indiscrepancies, a lot of problems with customers. We've experienced where customers will say, I have a few bags of laundry, and when you show up, there's 20 bags of laundry. So with these vans, the fleet we have, we can easily accommodate because, again, people may not know how much laundry they have. And their perception of what a few bags is different. So those are things you have to be concerned about. I mean, we have certain routes. Our customers know when to expect their laundry. So there's a timetable, there's a time frame. They know that we're coming in a certain hour in a specific time period. So Everybody has a good idea when they're going to get stuff. Our commercial customers have a set schedule, so they know every day at this certain time they're going to have their laundry. Residential customers, they know that if we're coming, we're going to bring it. If they're not at home, we specifically know where to leave it, where to place it, so they can get it when they come home from work. So as far as an Uber service, I mean, I could see how it would be super complicated to get around some of these issues. So I'm just thinking of all the things that could happen that I don't know if that platform is ready for something like this. So what we do in order to handle the scale, because we have a 14-mile radius, so we cover a lot of territory in 14 miles. So, I mean, at the same time we're delivering in an area, we try to pick up in that same area to maximize what we can bring in, what can be done in an efficient amount of time. If you're zigzagging across the county, if you're zigzagging across the South Bay or Long Beach, that could be very cost inefficient. I mean, you're wasting gas, you're burning a lot of gas. I mean, we try to make this thing as cost efficient as possible. We try to do all the areas at one time. We schedule our routes to be that way. So again, we try to minimize all the overhead, all the excess traveling, because again, you're putting wear and tear on your vehicles, you're going through a lot of gas, so you want to make sure you're getting the most out of all of that. The truck weighs out at a certain amount, so you want to make sure you're not making a lot of back and forth trips. So yeah, when it comes to maximizing and all that stuff with the weight and all that stuff, yeah, I mean, that's important, that's crucial. If an Uber driver is doing this, I just don't see how, unless they have a Sprinter, I just don't see how a car could carry that much laundry, bring it back to the laundromat, weigh it, get it laundered in time for it to be ready for the customer in an expedient amount of time for what we're costing, for what the cost is. Yeah, I just don't see how that would be financially sound. I don't see it. I mean, maybe they have a formula that I can't conceive of yet, but we've been doing this for a while. So this software and the system that we have, the customers love it. They love it. So one other thing, Matt, this is one thing I'm concerned about these Uber companies that are just showing up. We started this we were the only company doing this. Nobody else was doing this. So we started out from ground zero. Like I said, we went from 6 customers in the whole entire day to 6 customers in the first hour with 1 driver. We have 3 drivers that do 6 customers in 1 hour now. And that's because we learned what worked, what didn't work, what was more efficient, what was more cost effective. And then as we learned, it got better and better. Customer service, we've been doing this for a while. We have loyal customers that we've been using for a long time. They know the drivers know the customers. If they have issues, they know they can speak to a driver, and a driver will relay that question or that problem on to the launderers, to the management, to whoever needs to know about it, and we can get it fixed right away because they know us and we know them. They know, hey, you know what, Steve, my last order, I needed a little bit more fabric softener because it didn't seem like it was enough. You got it. I'll tell Linda, the one that does the laundry at night, I'll let her know that she, in your particular order to do this. They know. If you have a different Uber driver, can you imagine even trying to do that? Like, yeah, the last guy told him what I needed, and since you're a new guy, I got to tell you all over again? Oh no. See, we got customers that have been loyal since day one. We started this thing off 7 years ago. We still have some of those same customers. And those customers tell other customers, and that's what spread the business. We didn't have it. This van was advertisement. And so word of mouth, customer to customer, that we would have 1 customer in one building. 2 weeks later, we'd have 5 customers in the same building. Hey, who was that service you guys was using? I like what they do. They see the packaging. When they see the same drivers, when they see the same van, again, you get comfortable with them. They know what you like. You know what they like. Hey, you know what? I know you're not at home. Do you want me to leave it at the door? You want me to reschedule it for tomorrow? What do you like? Because we can accommodate. I don't see how an Uber driver, again, I don't see how Uber has even factored in those little, that means everything to the customer. So I don't know. Customer interaction, man, is key.